Sounds painful, doesn't it? Believe me, it was. A few weeks ago, I had a pretty gnarly, pretty silly crash that just about turned really serious. The wannabes were out in the Badlands doing hill climbs all day. Up, down, up, down, up, down, practicing that technique.
Early.
Yeah, it's
like summer dry.
Yeah. I was really hoping it was going to be a camp out here at least. I guess it's not as dusty as it could be.
Yeah, it needed more rain though.
Yeah.
Shit, it's steep.
Well, hang out there for a second.
Yeah. Dennis is just going to run me over.
Oh, nice.
Oh, we're not that far from the top.
Right, you're right
I
there.
think I got better than I thought. You know what fucked me is there's a kicker like in the middle. You don't really see. There, John, peg it. Just ride it out. It gets rough.
Nope.
Usually hill climbs are pretty safe on a dirt bike. Typically what happens when you dismount on a failed hill climb is you'll drop the bike against the hill and it'll stick, either the handlebar or the foot pegs or both will grab the dirt and it'll stay put. It's very different from quads and side-by-sides, which if they get rolling can go all the way down the hill. That's a story for another day.
Nope. Every goddamn time. Certainly. Woo! Nice.
Yeah, he's just going to sit up there and wait for us to make it as we struggle for the rest of the day. Ooh. Man, this dirt is just like marshmallows. Give me a hand, my Dennis is talking to you. Oh, come on.
Oh.
Oh, that was so close. That lift in the middle. Oh. Man, that was like that whole last third that I did was a full-on wheelie. Fuck. Damn it. Fucking shit. God damn it.
I got you on camera.
On my last attempt, I almost made it to the top, but not quite. As I pivoted to the right and dismounted, I favored my foot and didn't jump far enough away from the bike. I also slipped and sat down on the steep hill. What I didn't realize was out of my peripheral vision, but what you can see in the camera, is the bike didn't stick to the hill like it normally does, but flopped to the low side and then did another tumble. I didn't know about this until it smashed me in the head. Basically, the entire back half of the bike came down and landed right on my head, folding me up and cracking my spine. I ended up with a compression fracture near the middle of my back and actually chipped one of my vertebrae.
Oh God.
You alright? Oh shit.
Oh God.
He's hurt. It's gonna hurt. You alright?
I don't know.
Where'd it hit you? Let me get the bike off of you. Hey, it's holding you up.
At one point, I actually ripped off my helmet thinking that I was having trouble breathing. This was in the initial shock of the first pain of the incident. And you can see here my helmet tumbling down the rest of the hill. It's pretty steep. My helmet gets going pretty fast, just about everything flying off. I do have to do a quick pitch here and say that our GoPro mounts were the one thing that stuck to that helmet. The Senna flew off, the visor flew off, but our mount stayed in place.
Your neck and back are okay, aren't they?
My asthma's kicking in.
Where's your puffer? Let's get it. Where just tell us where it's at.
Inside.
That thing got back to the blobbered man. Not all day, take your time.
Oh, a little sore there.
More of the muscles on the side?
It's hard to tell. Yeah, no, right below that one. Oh, yeah, that one's pretty sore. No, that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That's okay. That one's a little sore, but that one's always sore. I got arthritis in there. So.
I think you're far enough down this lumbar spine down this for you. Right about there.
Yeah.
You just lay over onto your back, keep your back straight. Just lay right on your, just let yourself fall right on your back. You okay like that?
I mean, yeah, it's a little sore. Okay. I feel like I'm gonna black out like that.
Gil, move your hand. Oh, look at that.
What?
Flick it with your finger. Got a scorpion on your leg.
Alright, bro. It's time to go. Damn. What do you get for laying here?
Hey. Keep your back straight.
And we ended up able to truck me out and get me down to the ER where the doctors figured out the extent of the injury.
Yeah.
Feeling great.
Yeah.
It hurts, but I'm still living. Bye, guys.
As it turns out, the injury wasn't as bad as we initially thought. I do have a chip on one of my vertebrae, but there wasn't any loss of height in the cartilage between the vertebrae, which is a much more serious problem. and in the end I'm fine, thankfully. I firmly believe that I walked away from this accident because of two things: wearing proper gear and riding with buddies. Because of the way the bike fell into my back, I'm pretty sure that if I hadn't have had the spine protector that I always wear on me that day, I would have taken a foot peg either through a rib or into the spine itself, causing a really serious, possibly permanent injury. The second thing was I thankfully had my helmet on. Now most guys ride with helmets. In this case, I think mine's probably permanently damaged. I've decided to hang it on the trophy wall. It's not up yet, but it's going to be going up behind me as a reminder to myself to always wear proper gear every single ride. The other key factor here was that I was not out by myself. In this particular case, we were riding with a buddy of mine and an ER nurse. I know coming out of this incident that I certainly have a new appreciation for the nature of the injuries that are possible when we're out doing enduro riding, and for the value of the gear that we always wear. Stay safe.